You know the feeling, right? Staring at your screen, you've got this bug that just makes absolutely no sense. And of course, the clock is ticking. It is one of the most frustrating parts of being a developer. But what if you had an expert right there with you, ready to help you figure it out?
Well, today we're looking at a tool designed to be exactly that expert. Amazon Q Developer. Think of it as your own personal AI assistant, built specifically for coding and building on AWS. We're going to quickly break down what it is, how you can get it running in seconds, and why it might just completely change the way you write code.
Okay, let's get into it. The best way to think about Amazon Q isn't as just another tool or extension you install. No, it's way more than that. It's a genuine co-pilot, an expert assistant that's built right into your workflow, ready to help you untangle the tricky parts of building modern applications.
So what is it, really? At its heart, Amazon Q Developer is an AI assistant that helps you with the whole shebang, building, securing, and even optimizing your apps. But here's the most important part, the real game changer. It lives directly inside your development environment. That means no more jumping over to a browser, no more juggling a dozen tabs. The help you need is right there, in your IDE, at the exact moment you need it.
Okay, that sounds pretty powerful, but you might be thinking it's probably a hassle to set up. Well, this is where it gets really impressive. You can actually go from zero to writing your first line of AI-assisted code in just a few clicks. Seriously.
The whole setup is just 3 super simple steps. First, you install the AWS Toolkit extension right from your IDE's marketplace. It's there for VS Code, JetBrains, you name it. Second, you sign in with your AWS Builder ID. And finally, you just pop open the Amazon Q tool window. And that's it. You're ready to roll. All right, you're all set up. So now, for the fun part, let's actually see this thing in action. We're going to put our new Copilot to the test with a simple, everyday request that we've all had to do a million times. So let's start with a really common task. Instead of opening a new tab and typing this into a search engine, you just ask Q's directly, using plain English. How do I write a Python function to read a CSV file?
And boom, almost instantly you get the answer. And what's so great is that it's not a link to some documentation page or a forum post you have to dig through. It's a clean, ready-to-use snippet of code generated right there inside your editor. You can look it over, drop it straight into your file, and get right back to what you were doing.
But just generating code is only scratching the surface. The real power here is how versatile it is. You can highlight a really confusing function and just ask it to explain this code. You can have it hunt for potential bugs, add comments and documentation, or even help you modernize your app by upgrading its dependencies. It can even suggest and write unit tests for you to make your code more solid.
So, when you start putting all these little things together, you realize this is about way more than just speeding up a few tasks. This is about fundamentally changing your entire development workflow, making it faster, smarter, and letting you focus on the interesting problems.
And this comparison really nails the difference. The before world is the one we all know. Manual searches, trial and error, and constantly switching context between your code and your browser. The after world is just better. You get instant answers right inside your IDE. You can skip all that repetitive boilerplate code and focus on the core logic that actually makes your application unique. It's about less friction and more creation.
And hey, this isn't just a feeling. The impact is totally measurable. By helping out with the really time-consuming stuff like debugging, writing tests, or just trying to understand a new codebase, developers are seeing a huge drop in the time it takes to get things done. This is a real, tangible speed boost to the whole development cycle.
So, we've seen what it is, how you can get started in seconds, and the massive impact that can have on your day-to-day. This kind of tool isn't some far-off concept anymore. It's here right now, and your AI Copilot is ready to go. So the only question left is, what are you going to build first?